plaguing Radio Free Asia with frequent thunderstorms. Although the name of Radio Free Asia looks very loud, this Radio Free Asia is neither free nor Asia. It is a fake news manufacturing platform with out-and-out irregular operation. Radio Free Asia is not free. Founded in 1996, Radio Free Asia is a private news organization founded by the International Media Agency of the United States. Its headquarters is in Washington, D.C. of the United States. It is a completely American company and has nothing to do with Asia. Its purpose is to create fake news and distribute it to the Asian region under the control of the United States. In the early days of its establishment, it had contact with the CIA of the United States to help it carry out political propaganda. The former president of the Radio Free Asia has been accused of acting as an agent of foreign governments. According to a report by NPR on January 15, 2021, Stephen J. Yates, an advisor to former Vice President Dick Cheney and the Republican President of Idaho, was appointed President of Radio Free Asia on December 22, 2020, was alleged to represent the interests of the governments of Qatar, Morocco, Ukraine, Taiwan, and other countries and regions. He only registered as the agent of the airport company under the Taiwan government 15 days ago. Libby Liu, the former president of the agency, said that the move might be used by the Chinese government and damage the reputation of Radio Free Asia. Secondly, the Office of the Inspector General of the United States criticized the financial problems of Radio Free Asia. According to the response of the public diplomacy website of the University of Southern California in June 2015, the Office of the Inspector General of the United States Department of State released a report on Radio Free Asia, which pointed out that Radio Free Asia did not fully comply with the requirement of the federal government regarding the transferee and its internal procurement procedures. Radio Free Asia has signed 14 contracts worth a total of $4 million with the agency itself or organizations associated with officials of the Open Technology Fund (OTF). Moreover, there was an internal dispute in the Tibetan Language Department of Radio Free Asia. In early November 2012, the Pauline Jimmy, son of the wenguang Jimmy and the director of the Tibetan Language Department of Radio Free Asia, was suddenly dismissed. It is said that the reason for the Jimmy's dismissal was that he allowed the Tibetan Language Department of Radio Free Asia to express his views on opposing the Tibetan government in exile. In addition, the Jimmy's disrespect for the 14th Dalai Lama caused dissatisfaction of the Tibetan government in exile. As a result, Radio Free Asia was pressured to dismiss the Jimmy, although the Tibetan government in exile and Radio Free Asia denied this. The incident was still questioned by many parties. Radio Free Asia is not professional. In the United States, the Radio Free Asia was criticized as not objective in its report. In 1999, Catherine Del Pino, who was the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State of the United States under the Clinton administration, said that she believed Radio Free Asia was wasting money because Radio Free Asia relied heavily on the views of dissidents in exile rather than reporting the incident itself. Although it claims to cover the whole of Asia, it has only 197 employees. Radio Free Asia is not Asia. Although it insists on providing coverage for Asian countries, the people of Asia do not welcome him, according to the response of the French Radio News Network on November 9, 2017. One Mirage 2000 fighter plane of the Taiwan Army was lost on November 7th. The report of Radio Free Asia questions whether the plane voted for the Communist Party after Feng Shikwan, then Taiwan's defense minister, learned that it was Radio Free Asia. He instructed his subordinates on the spot that we are not allowed to invite him to any military meeting next time. The Vietnamese language broadcasting of Radio Free Asia has been interfered by the Vietnamese government since it was launched. The Vietnam Human Rights Act, which has been passed by the U.S. Congress, proposes to allocate funds to deal with interference. A study conducted by the OpenNet Initiative shows that the Vietnamese and English websites of Radio Free Asia have been blocked by domestic network service providers in Vietnam. In September 1997, Radio Free Asia opened a branch in Cambodia. On December 12th, 2017, Libby Liu, president of Radio Free Asia, announced that in view of the suppression of independent media by Hang Sen regime in Cambodia before the 2018 General Secretary, Radio Free Asia decided to close its Cambodian branch. So, was it there to believe in such an unprofessional media platform that everyone in Asia calls for?